Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for today's continuous discussion on our 18 days series on summary study of Bhagavad Gita. So we have been studying Bhagavad Gita every day, one chapter. And today is going to be very interesting chapter, all right? It's going to be chapter 7. And we are starting it on this very auspicious day, okay? So before that, what they call this chapter is the chapter where when you first, it's like total 18 chapters. We have done the first division, first 6 chapter. Now we are starting the middle one, which is going to be the confidential part. All right. Here, Krishna going to make his declaration about him, who is he and what is he, and everything. So it's going to be a very interesting chapter. All right. So without delay, let's start our today's program. Slideshow. All right. So, okay. So, ISKCON Malaysia proudly presents Gita Gyan, Essence of Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 7. So, let's take darshan. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Dina Bandhu Jagatpade, Gopesha Gopika Kantarada Kantanam Stuti, Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavani Sari Vrishabham Stuti Pranamami Hari Priye. Okay. So, let's do our invocation prayer. All right. The prayer to create invoke auspiciousness. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Together, everyone, 3 times. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om Tat Sat. Okay, so today, then now, okay, let's today we dedicate our program to His Divine Grace, Chapter 7. Okay, dedicate this program to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Foundarcharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And this program is inspired by His Holiness Jayavataka Swami Guru Maharaj, and dedicate to His Grace Anadi Jagannath Prabhu of Bangalore, ISKCON Shishadipuram, creator and brainchild of the essence of Gita program worldwide. All right, let's look today's Mahatmya. So what we can understand from today's Mahatmya, okay? Yodite Vishnu Parvahe Gitang Shri Harivasare Swapan Jagrat Chalan Tishtan Shatrubir Nasa Hiyate. Alright. Yodite Vishnu Parvahe Gitang Shri Hari Vasare Swapan Jagrat Chalan Tishtan Shatrubir Nasa Hiyate. Alright. So here Sripad Adi Shankara is mentioning one who studies the Gita on the holy festival days. Alright. So a person who studies Bhagavad Gita on the holy festival, like the advent of Supreme Lord, that means like Krishna Janmashtami, Ram Navami, or on the day like holy fasting days like Ekadasi. All right, like Ekadasi is the day that usually everyone is fasting. So how they fast on Ekadasi, they simply don't take grains on that day. All right, they take fruits and roots. So they fast like that. So they fast on this Ekadasi. So what is that advantage when a person studies Bhagavad Gita on these holidays? All right. So Swami saying such a person, whether is awake or asleep, all right, whether is awake or asleep, whether is moving or staying still, is never defeated by enemies. All right, these are the people never defeated by enemies. So that's why what we do is we always keep the Bhagavad Gita with us wherever we go. All right. So even but the advantage is when we study this on the holidays. All right, like Ekadashi. Okay, like example, like 31st December is going to be Vaikunta Ekadashi. On Vaikunta Ekadashi, say like when we study this Bhagavad Gita very seriously, all right, and this is a fantastic ritual, right? we sometimes we like to go and put amulet. They put the amulet around the what they call the thing, want to have protection. Sometimes, when you want to do some business, want to achieve success in business, you bring some things, you go to the Bomo and get the thing prayed, and like the cat, ting. I was thinking, what is that actually? He say, come, business come, money come, right? Or sometimes they put something like a thing. They all there to attract some auspiciousness, or to not to be defeated by enemies. But here, Sripad Adi Shankara is saying very nicely. Whenever you see the day like on Krishna Janmashtami Day, or this Ram Navami, all these kind of holy festival days, or when it comes in every month, there's 2 Ekadasi Day. On that Ekadasi Day, you sit and study the Bhagavad Gita very carefully. All right? Very nicely, very carefully, you study the Bhagavad Gita. On that day, in whichever situation you are, sometimes whether a person can be defeated while he was awake, the person can be defeated while the person is sleeping, whether he's moving or standing still, we don't know where the thing will come. But now it says here, it's assured here, but that is never defeated by enemies. All right? So that is the today's Mahatmya. Okay. Now let's look at the understanding of Gita. Today is going to be a very interesting topic. Okay. This understanding of Gita. All right. Now, the subject of Bhagavad Gita entails the comprehension of what? 5 basic truths. All right. So there's a comprehension, means it is a summary. That means it's comprehensive studies, all right, of these 5 basic truths. First of all, number 1, first, the science of God is explained, all right. It is a scientific book. It's a science of God is explained. It is not a kind of sentimental or what. This is science, Sankhya, all right. The science of God is explained. And then the second is the constitutional position of the living entities or jiva. So what is a constitutional living entity position? So what is that original position of a person, right? The original position of the person, okay, that is to be loved and to serve. So this is the constitutional position. That thing can never be changed. Jiva means the individual soul, individual atma, jiva atma, or the individual person, all right? And then there is another thing, the third thing called Ishvara, right? What is Ishvara means? Ishvara means controller. Okay, I explained. Okay, the day I've explained about what is Ishvara, right? Who is the Ishvara in your house? The what they call the leader of the house is the Ishvara, right? Who is the Ishvara of Malaysia? Okay, Anwar Ibrahim is the Ishvara of Malaysia. Ishvara means controller, but this is Param Ishvara, Parameshvara. So that means the supreme controller. All right. So now in Bhagavad Gita, it says first there's a controlled is Jiva, and there's a controller is Ishvara. All right. Okay. That means the Jivas. Okay. And there are Jivas which is being controlled. All right. Okay. Now, if the living entity, all right, now is Prabhupada is mentioning, if the living entity says that he is not controlled, but he is free, then he is to be understood as insane. Insane means what? Lunatic. All right. Lunatic. So he's insane. There's no living entity can never be free. Like for instance, in America, they say, oh, this is a free country. Yes. Can you do whatever you feel like doing? No. Right? There's no such thing free, because the living beings is controlled in every respect. At least he's controlled in his conditioned life. What does that mean? The conditioning. All right. Conditioning. Say suddenly you ask a 45-year-old man to come, let's go and jog. Oh, cannot. Why? Formerly you used to run. Oh no, I'm getting old, my knees paining la, there paining la, this paining la, Or in other words, you ask especially ladies, let's go to the beach. Oh, I cannot go to the beach. Why? I scared I'll go dark. Yeah, is it quite common? It's quite common or not? Any one of you have thought the same thing? All right, because this is the problem I have when I want to ask my wife to go. I mean, this thing, or let's go to the beach, go to Panko or something. Oh, no, I scared I'll go black. Come on, right? This is all conditioning. So I am an old man. I'm 45, I'm 50. I cannot run. So there's a conditioning, there's a limitation. Oh, I go to the beach. I'm afraid I'll go dark. It's a conditioning. So at least the person is controlled in his conditioned life. So in Bhagavad Gita, the subject matter deals with what? The Ishvara or the supreme controller. The Jivas, the controlled living entities. The third thing is Prakriti, means material nature. Prakriti means material nature. And the time, the duration of existence, all right? The time, all right? The duration of existence in the universe, all right? That means time means what? Kala. Okay, Kala. So we're going to discuss about Kala. What is time? Kalam. Nerang Kalam, right? Kala. Time. And the fifth one is karma or activity. So what are the things that we're going to discuss here? Number one, we're going to discuss, all right? Where is it? All right. So number one, we're going to, in Bhagavad Gita, the subject matter deals with Ishvara, the controller, the Jiva, the controlled, Prakriti, the material nature, time, the Kala, that everything starts and annihilate, and at last karma or the activity. This is the main discussion in Bhagavad Gita. All right. Now, the cosmic manifestation is full of different activities. Okay, in the cosmic manifestation, that means when you look at this, the creation of this earth and all these things, there are different activities. Everyone is running hither and thither, all attending or all involved in all different types of activity. Right? Not so common here, but say if you're in KL, some of you are from KL. If those who are living in condominium beside a highway, you just go up and just look down. You see, there's so many what they call network of roads. One car will go this way, one car go that way, one car go down, one car go up. They all seems to be like moving around. Nobody can stay still. So the entire cosmic manifestation, there is lots of activities like that going on. The living entities are engaged in different activities. All right. From Bhagavad Gita, we must learn. We must learn what God is. That is the goal of Bhagavad Gita. All right. So what we should learn in Bhagavad Gita, we must learn what is God is. What is the living entities are. What is Prakriti. Okay. What is the cosmic manifestation? How it is controlled by time. And what is the activity of the living entities. So these are the base. This is what we're supposed to learn from Bhagavad Gita. All right. Okay. Now. All right. So today we start chapter 7. Knowledge of the Absolute. Let's look at 7.1. Okay. 7.1. Right. It says, Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Sakta Mana Partha Yogam Yunjanmat Ashraya Asangshayam Samagrang Mam Yata Jnasyasi Tachrnu Maya Shakta Mana Partha Yogam Yunjanmat Ashraya Asangshayam Samagrang Mam Yata So now Krishna is explaining here what he's saying. He said, the Supreme Personality of Godhead or the Bhagavan said, now here, O son of Pratha, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full. That is free from doubt. Because yesterday, what was the last verse? Can anyone tell me? What is the last verse of Bhagavad Gita yesterday? In chapter 6. Anyone can unmute and speak up?
Yoginam api sarvesam matgattinantar atmana sraddhavan bhajete yomam same yukta tamo mataha.
Translation.
And of all yogis, the one with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental living service to me, is the most intimately united with me in yoga, and is the highest of all. That is my opinion.
Correct. So what Krishna says here, and of all yogis, because he explained about all the yogis, but let me tell you who is the best yogi. The best yogi is the one that always abides in me, right? Who renders transcendental loving service to me, who is intimately united with me. Intimate means very close, all right? in yoga, and he's the highest of all, and that is my opinion. So after saying that in chapters text, the final verse in chapter 6. Now in chapter 7, he's starting like this. Then he says, now here, O son of Pratha. Son of Pratha means Arjuna. Okay. How by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, your mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. Again, the mind is attached. Yesterday also we studied, the mind is the biggest trouble of all. All right, now he says, just attach your mind. And how you gonna do it? All right. And after that, in 7.3, a very, very, very important verse, right? 7.3 is a very important verse. What he says, Manushyanam sahasresu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanang kaschin mam vetti tatvataha. Manushyanam, man, Manushyanam, many men, sahasreshu. Sahasra means thousands, thousands. Sahasra means thousand. Sahasra reshu means thousands. That means many, many thousand. Kaschit yatati siddhaye. Yatatam api siddhanam siddhi. Right? Kaschin mam vetti tatvataha. So Krishna says here very nicely, out of many thousands among men. Okay? How? Out of many thousand among men. Many thousands among men. One may endeavor for perfection. And those who have achieved perfection, that means out of all the thousands who have achieved perfection, then Krishna says, hardly one knows me in truth. All right? So Krishna says it very nicely. Out of thousands of many of men, maybe one may endeavor for perfection. Out of thousands of people who have attained perfection, they hardly know me in truth. So Krishna declares that in 7.3. Then, all right, 7.4. Let's see what Krishna says. Then after that, he's continuing. He says, Bhumir apo nalo vayuhu kang mano buddhir evacha ahankara itiyam me binna prakriti ashtada. Prakriti means what? Material nature. Bhumir apo nalo vayuhu kang mano buddhir evacha ahankara itiyam me binna prakriti ashtada. So Krishna is explaining, all right, what he's saying? That earth, water, fire, air, ether. Okay? Earth, water, fire, air, ether. Then mind, intelligence, and false ego, ahankar. All together, these 8 constitute my separate material energy. Okay? We will discuss as we go on. Then in 7.5, Krishna says, Apareyam itastvanyam prakritin vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedam daryate jagat. Beside this, oh mightyam Arjuna, there is another superior energy of mind. All right? What he says here? Beside this, oh, there is another superior energy of mind, which comprises the living entity, who are exploiting the resources of material or inferior nature. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, just now in previous verse, Krishna says, okay, what is happening here? Right. So in previous verse, what Krishna says, 7.4, earth, water, ether. Oh, Alama, my hands went up again. So earth, water, ether. Okay, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. These 8 constitute my separated material energy. And 5, Krishna says, but there is another superior nature of mind. That means that is external nature. That there's anything called superior nature, energy of mind, which comprises the living entity. That means superior energy, who is the living entities, who are exploiting the resource of material or inferior nature. All right? Then, okay, let's see. What does this mean? Do you all follow what I'm saying? Wait, just give me a second. Huh? All right. Okay. So far, do you understand? Do you got the idea what I said? All right. Number first is all these 8 elements are separated material energy, and there's something which is far superior that exploiting the inferior. All right. Okay. Now let me explain to you by drawing. Okay. Just remember 7.4, 7.5. Okay. All right. Can you see the whiteboard?
Yes, Prabhu.
All right. Okay. Now it's like this. Okay. First, there is okay, how should I draw it? All right. Okay. Yeah, I draw this as a brown color. All right. Okay. Now there is a okay. There is all right. This is called we call this as the material nature. All right. And this material nature got another name, which is also called as inferior energy, or we call this as the inferior energy, or also called as external energy. Okay. So far, so good. All right. Material nature, we call this as inferior energy or the external energy. There is a material nature. And there's another word for this. What we call it? We call this as prakriti. Okay. Can you remember this? What is prakriti means? Material nature. Okay. Now, then Krishna says there is okay. What are these made of? These made of 8 elements. That means air, water, ether, fire. Air, water, ether, fire. Then what? Air, water, ether, fire. Hey, what is the next one? Air, water, ether, fire.
Space, is it?
Huh?
Space.
Space. Air, water, ether, sky. Okay. Air, water, ether, fire. Air, water, ether, fire, sky. Okay. Is it the thing? Air, water. Okay. Oh my God. My memory is dwindling. Krishna, save me. Right. So these are the 8 elements. Air, water, ether, fire, and sky. Is it correct? Why I suddenly became very doubtful already?
Prabhu, where's the earth? Earth, water, fire, air, and ether.
Sama. Yes. Okay. The another 3 I forgot right. All right. And right. So mind, intelligence, and false ego. So this is the mate, all these 8. Air, water, ether, fire. Correct. Earth. Krishna. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, now with this technology, we can do something. Okay. Air, water, fire, ether, and earth. EARTH. Okay. Earth. So this is the 8 elements. All right. Which is called the material element. And then Krishna says there's another element which is far superior. All right. The far superior element. And this is the element which is called far superior. Okay. The superior element. And this is called who this element is called they call it as the living entity, or okay, the living entity or the soul, right? This is the living entity. Okay. Okay, what is that this material nature is all about? Okay, this is superior, then also okay, superior, and this energy we call it as the marginal energy. All right, we call this as marginal energy. All right, so this is superior. So this living entity is superior to this material what they call nature. But what Krishna is saying here, but these living entities, you know what they are doing? They are trying to manipulate these prakriti, or they try to manipulate this material nature. Okay, so far, are you following me? Vrinda Priya Mataji or Mangala Rukmani Mataji? All right, you're following me?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Yes.
All right, okay. So what happened now? This living entity who is superior than the prakriti or the external energy, which is superior to material nature. But what they are doing is they are trying to go into and manipulate this material or external energy. So this manipulation here, what happened? It only brings this environment of manipulation brings frustration, right? And there's another energy. Of course, I just speak it now itself, but of course, it's not mentioned in this verse, but in the future verses it will be mentioned, right? But since I'm discussing this, I also like to talk about that, right? And there's another nature here. Okay, there's another nature that is called. This is called as spiritual, or they call what is it? Superior, inferior, okay, marginal nature. All right. So this is called the superior energy. Okay, or also called as Ladini Shakti. All right, like this. But now what happened when the living entity, now what happened when they turn back and they start to engage, when they start to go and try out this nature, which is superior, all right, and at this place, the living entity naturally become happy. All right. So now you understand? Okay. Now let's not, okay, this is, I'm just giving you for example, but anyway, I'll just, what they call, hide this thing, because this is not supposed to be the discussion for today. Okay. So let me hide this. Okay. Now let's look at this. Now we got the living entity. So what the verse is trying to tell, the verse is mentioning that how the, what they call, the living entity, which is superior to material nature, but they are wasting their time to manipulate and to manipulate this material nature prakriti, which is inferior, and that produces frustration. Okay, the verse. Have you got it? Do you understand the verse now? Someone? Anyone don't understand? Why is it so silent today? Now put a thumbs up. Is it confusing? Okay. Helena. You got it, Helena? Mangala Rukmani Mataji and all right.
Okay, Prabhu. Okay.
Okay. Because you know why? Once I come out from the screen, I cannot go back. Then I have to draw all over again. That's what I'm asking. Okay. So I assume that you understand. Okay. Now, so that's what it meant here. What it says here, Bhumir apo nalo vayu, kam mano buddhir evacha. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. All these are combination of these 8 constitute my separate material energy. Okay, separate material energy. And then he says, there is another energy which is superior, which comprises the living entities. And these are the one exploiting the resources of material or inferior nature. Okay, then in other words, what we can understand. All right, now you understood the first step. Now let's look at the second one. Okay, the second step. All right, the second one is like this. All right, so how the thing is combined. Number one, this is the living entity. All right, living entity. And this living entity has all this is made of all these 5 elements. These living entities are made of these 5 elements: air, water, fire, ether, then earth. All right, earth. So this is the body of a living entity is made of air, water, fire, ether. All right, and earth. Right, it's made of 5 elements. The body. Okay. Then there's another body, as we discussed the day. There's another body here, which is comprised a subtle body, and this body is made of mind, intelligence, and ego. All right, mind, intelligence, and ego. All right, and what from the verse we got it is that these two elements here all falls under inferior. They call there's a terms we call inferior nature, material nature, or it's also called as external energy, external nature. So the terms for this is there's 3 terms we'll be using. So in the future, when they talk about inferior nature, material nature, external nature, we understand this is what they are talking about: mind, intelligence, ego, air, water, fire, ether, and earth. You got it? So far, so good? Then what happened? But there is another nature which is spiritual. This nature of spiritual is infused inside this thing. All right? This is called the superior nature. This area is called as superior or spirit. Okay, I don't use the word spiritual. We talk about superior. All right? So this is the superior nature, which comprises the living entity. All right? So what happened when a living entity here is made of spiritual thing, but when this living entity is trying to, usually all of us trying to what they call manipulate the material nature, manipulating the mind, manipulating the intelligence, manipulating the ego, and we are using all that element of this material thing, and we are trying to create, manipulate, and we are trying to enjoy over it. All right? So when this thing happen, that's when a person is frustrated. You got it? Okay? Because later we're going to discuss further about this inferior material or actual nature. There's another 15 more to discuss, but today I just speak about 5. Okay? Now, okay. Now that's why it says, beside this, there is a superior energy, which is comprised of the living entity, and this living entity is what they're doing. They're trying to exploit the resource. So when that exploitation happens, that's when the suffering starts, right? So now, after that, Krishna says what? Etat yonini bhutani sarva nityupadaraya aham kritnasya jagata prabhava pralayastata. So now what Krishna is mentioning here, he's saying, this is quite interesting. What he's saying is this: all created beings, everything that created, have their source. Everything there is a source, right? Like today, you know, when you study Bhagavad Gita, I mean, like I myself, I love to observe things. Okay. When I was sending my son to school, I was passing by this one area near Pasipute, Ipoh. There's a what they call a wet market. In that wet market, I used to see a man who are lunatic, all right, a homeless guy who are crazy, walk around and everything. It's very pitiful sight, all right, begging and everything. But today when I saw him, he was wearing a shirt, a long sleeve shirt and a pant. Okay, you always have a turns, everything. So when I saw him, the things strike me. What the things strike? Somebody should have designed that shirt. Somebody should have manufactured that shirt. That means someone should have that. It's a manifestation of someone's creativity, and someone start to what they call manufacture. And after they manufacture, they send to the market. And after the thing went to the market, and now the beggar is fine. So the thing is like this. So I meditated on this. So suddenly, yes, every living, there's a source. There is everything in this world has been created by something. But now, Krishna says here, but have source in that, what? But the source is in these two natures. Right? So what is the true nature of all that is material and all that is spiritual? All that is material and all that is spiritual in this world. In this world, everything is created. There is two sources, material and spiritual. All the things that created is material, but infused with spiritual energy, the soul. That's when the matter start working. So, it is just like a car which is made of iron, made of a combination of metal, plastic, rubber, with all these combinations, suddenly there's a kind of machine is created. It is created. Then a person get in and start driving. So like that. So that means the material body is like a vehicle. All the things that you can see a mosquito that flying around. Even you can see some ant that crawling around. All these things is made of material nature. But it is been infused by spiritual or the soul. And that's when everything starts functioning. So he says, all that spiritual in this world, know for certain. Krishna says, know for certain. I mean, you don't doubt about it. Right? Know for certain that I am both the origin and the dissolution. Okay, Prabhava and Pralaya. Pralaya means in also Tamil, the word Pralaya, total destruction. That I am the origin and I am also the one that dissolute. That I'm the one I will destroy it in the future. Okay? All right. Now, then after that, Krishna says, there are many varieties of energy that floating in the nature. There are so many energies. So now Krishna said very nicely, Matta parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya mai sarvam idang protam sutre mani gana iva. Sutre means the garland. Mani means pearl. Gana iva. Matta parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya mai sarvam idang protam sutre mani gana iva. So Krishna is addressing Dhananjaya. Arjuna got another name called Dhananjaya. Dhanan means wealth. Jaya means victory. Because he always when you go and fight, you're always victorious over wealth. The conqueror of wealth. He got another name. So Krishna is addressing Arjuna. Oh, conqueror of wealth. He says, there is no truth superior to me. Matta parana kinchit asti dhananjaya. Mai sarvam idam protam. There's nothing that's it. Everything rests upon me. All the truth that happening, everything is resting upon me. How? Just like the pearls are strung on the thread. Just like all these pearls are strung on the thread, right? Okay. And how the pearls are simply resting on the thread. Okay, how is that mean? Say, like, for example, this is my hand. Okay, now this book is on my hand. So this book is on my palm. What does that mean? That means the book is resting on my palm. If like this means I'm holding the book, but like this means the book is resting on my palm. So like that, all the energies of the Lord is all resting on upon me, just like the pearls are strung in the thread. When the pearls are strung in the thread, the pearls are simply resting on the thread. Okay, you all understand? Because in the future, when you start reading it, you'll be wondering, what does it mean, you know? So now you try to understand what the term, right? Okay. Now, then, okay, from 7.8 to 7.11, okay, text 7.8, chapter 7, text 8 to chapter 7, text 11, Krishna will be explaining who is he. All right. He's trying to, what they call, show his supremacy. All right. Because before that, we know, where is it? Oh, okay. So before that, we know that, okay, Krishna was still, now Krishna is becoming very straightforward. Okay. Krishna is becoming very straightforward. What did he say? So in this verse, you study, when you read, he says, among the water, I am the taste. In the sun and the moon, I am the light. In the Vedic mantra, I am the Om. In ether, I am the sound. What does that mean? You put your hand like this, you can hear some kind of sound. That is the sound of ether. Or you take the sangha, you know, the conch, put it near your ears, that's the sound of the ether. In the ether, I am the sound. Among the men, I am the ability. Among the, in earth, I am the fragrance. In Tamil, we call manvasane. You know, sometimes the fragrance, but of course, nowadays you cannot have that kind of fragrance. It's all smelly, right? So it's so smelly and disty because it's too much of pollution and everything. Sometimes when you go to the forest area, what you can feel the fragrance, the fragrance of the earth. In the earth, I am the fragrance. In fire, I am the heat. That all the living live, all that lives, I am the life. Among the ascetic, I am the penance. And among all existence, I am the original seed. Pitamaha. I am the original seed. The thing that exists, I am the seed-giving father, Krishna says. And among the intelligence, I am the intelligence. Among the powerful men, I am the prowess. Okay, among the powerful men, I am the prowess. Among the strong, I am the strength. And among the sex life, I am which is not contrary to religious principle. What does that mean? Which is not contrary to religious principle means like the sex which is respected for the sake of procreation. It is not out of burst of lust. Respected. Right? Which is not contrary to religious principle. Okay. So now Krishna says, I am all these things. Why Krishna is saying all this? Because he's proving his supremacy. So that means what we can understand from here. So whenever you see, okay, whenever you see the sun, the water, Krishna says, I'm the taste of water. So when you start to drink a water, you can remember, because the taste of the water cannot be explained. Okay. It's a unique taste. You talk about sugar, yeah, sugar, salt, salt. But water is a taste that there's nobody say what. Right? So among the water, I'm the taste of the water. When you start to see sun and moon, you see the light, and that is Krishna. When you see the Vedic mantra, Om, I am Krishna. So that's why all the mantras start with Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om. They start with Om first because everything addressed through Vishnu. All right. And among the men, when you see a man start to carry some heavy things, that is ability. So Krishna, that is me. All right. So this is, you please read the 8 to 11, you read the purport, the translation is the purport, right? Okay. Now let's go to 12. In 12, see what Krishna says. He says here, Ye chaiva satvika bhava. Ye chaiva satvika bhava. Rajasastamasaschaye. Matta eveti tanvitti. Natva hamteshu te mayi. Right? So now Krishna is explaining the another mode of nature. Okay? Which we will also discuss maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, in full chart. Okay, I'm going to draw everything, full chart. We're going to do that. In fact, although the universal creation, everything we're going to study. All right. Anyway, so now he says, Ye chaiva. First is Satvika Bhava. Then Rajasas. Then Tamasa. Right? Matta eveti tanvitti. Natvaham teshu me mayi. All right. So here what Krishna is saying. All right. Krishna is saying here, know that all state of being, in every state of being, that means we are all in some kind of state. Be they are in the mode of goodness, in the mode of passion, or the mode of ignorance. This manifestation is all by my energy. I am, in one sense, everything. Matta eviti tanviddhi. In one sense, I am everything. At the same time, I am independent. Krishna is proving his supremacy. I am independent. Then he says, I am not under the modes of material nature, for they, on the contrary, are within me. In other words, they are within me, right? The three modes of material nature is just like you see that three people here, the puppet master, right? This puppet master here. These are the puppet master that actually making us, we are all moving according to three mode of material nature. They call pradhan, right? What we call it, the mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance, all right? All these created by Krishna. So Krishna says then why this they're in the form of feminine, this all Maya Devi or the material nature Prakriti, she's the one that handling. All right, the three mode of nature. These three mode of material nature is going to be a very detailed topic in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so we'll go through it once. But now what Krishna say? Even all these things created. All right, these are manifestation of my energy. My external energy, the material energy, because he's explaining about Prakriti, the material nature. First, he say the material nature is the 8 element, right? Then he's saying, okay, now all the 8 elements. Now, what are the elements? You can see water. I am that. You see the Om, ether, and everything within the material nature. All the fantastic thing in the material nature, all the wonderful thing. He says, Krishna says, I am the one. I am that. Okay. Then after that, he says, there's another material nature, Pradhan, that cannot be seen. Right? Which cannot be seen. Just like nowadays, we are all holding money, we don't hold cash. We all having e-wallet. Right? The money is there, but you use when you feel like using. So the three mode of nature, material nature is there. You use when it's required. But the problem is we don't have a choice sometimes. Right? So we are like that. So this is all under the material nature Krishna is explaining. Are you following me on this, my dear Prabhus and mothers? Somebody just say yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, okay, good. Because suddenly I feel like I'm talking to myself because I only can see my face here. All right. So remember that. So what we are talking about in chapter 7. Now first started with the 8 material nature is my external energy. And above this, the superior, which is the living entity. And this living entity, what they're doing? Manipulating the material nature. So far done. What is the material nature? Air, water, ether, fire, earth. That's the first thing. Then another thing, mind, intelligent, ego. Total 8. All right. In that 8 manifestation, what we see all this combination. All right. So we see all this combination. So with all this combination, we see. All right. Then he says, okay, what are the things you can see? You can hear the smell of the ether. You taste the water. You know, the fragrance of the earth, everything is me, Krishna says. Then from 7-12, what he says, but there's after 8, there's another thing which is not seen, but it is there. Just like we are holding the e-wallet, digital currency. The money is there, but not there. But the money is there. but can't see. Right? Just go there, cling, ting, 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 ting. We just scan and go. All right. So similarly, these three nature is so until now is all in within the material nature, which is the 8th element. Okay. Please tell me, are you following me on this? All right. You got it? Say yes, someone. So I know because I'm all right. Because I'm trying to, I mean, honestly tell you, this is a scientific way of deep understanding of Bhagavad Gita, which is usually presented, when we are going on a deep studies of Bhagavad Gita or like Bhakti Sastri and everything. But I'm just trying my luck to speak about here. All right. So I hope you get it. Okay. I hope I'm right. Am I right? Please don't feel shy. You just say or send a chat. I don't know what you're talking. I'll do it again. Okay. So far, nobody's saying anything. So I assume you understand what I'm talking. Yes, Rajendran. Yes, please unmute yourself. Yes, Mr. Rajendran. He raised his hand to speak, or you raised your hand to say you understand, or you raised your hand to say you don't understand. Right? How's it, Mr. Rajendran? Okay?
All good, Prabhu, all good.
Okay. Rukmani Pati Govindadas. Wow. Nice name. Oh, yeah. I think I saved your number, right? Rukmani Pati. Beautiful name. All right. Okay. All right. So now you got it. So let's look at it scientifically. Then when you study, your study can be very pleasurable. Right? Like I'm also doing this. I'm going to start this Srimad Bhagavatam classes. Detailed studies of Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? Which you don't even learn in your Bhakti Vaibhava or whatever thing. So we are going to absolute detail. So once and for all. So when you go back to the book, when this is what it meant. It's more relishable. Okay. Now, let's move on. 7:14. Then Krishna says, Daivi he esha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mam eva ye prapatyante mayam etam tarantite. All right. So then he's speaking about the divine energy of mind consisting of the three modes of material nature is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. So, my dear Prabhus and mothers, this is a very serious thing because this is what Krishna is going to speak in until the chapter 18. Okay, the eating habit, sleeping habit, working habit, all in the mode of goodness, what happened, the mode of passion, whatever. Then after that, Krishna says, come out of these three modes. So now, okay, let's look at this. So now what Krishna says, Daivi hiesha gunamai, mama maya duratyaya, mam eva prapatyante. Those surrender to mayam etam tarantite. He said that this divine energy, which is the material energy, which is it, consisting of the three modes of material nature. The Durga is holding the trident, the Durga, Mother Durga, right? Durga, or you go to any Amman temple, they keep the trident like this, the three, 1, 2, 3, right? And Lord Shiva also have a trident. What is the three things? That's a three mode of material nature. They are the presiding deity holding the three modes of material nature. You got it? People used to put that Yelimcha Pala on top, right? It's a three mode of material nature. And why? Because people can simply hold a knife. They can hold a veil, not a spear. It makes sense. Why you need to put something with 3 point? What is the idea of 3 point? That is the three mode of material nature. Chariya, mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. In Tamil called Sattva Gunam, Raja Gunam, Tama Gunam, Tamadam. Chariya. So the three mode of material nature, and they are the presiding deity holding it, and all the living entities are stuck in that. Then Krishna says, it's difficult difficult to overcome. No, so difficult to overcome. Then those who have surrendered unto me, what happened? Can easily cross beyond it. Easily can cross this three mode of material nature. Because the three mode of material nature is the one that's giving us so much of trouble. All right. So what is that three modes of material nature? And what does it mean surrender? We discuss in our following discussion. Because here Krishna is making declaration, right? Everything is within me and not easy to overcome and all these kind of things. Now, after that, 7:15. After explaining the three mode of material nature, which is still, that means a person who knows Krishna, the surrender and everything, they're trying. Okay, done. Now he's telling, but there is another group of people. There's another group of people. Already three mode of material nature can overcome. But there's another group of people who are crazy. Who are they? Namam duskritino muttaha, muddaha, prapatyante naradamaha, mayaya paharta jnana, asurang bhavam ashrita. So the word mudaha means what? Muttal. Moodan. In Tamil also we call moodan, muttal. Right? So what Krishna says that, all right, Namam duskritino. Duskritino means miscreants. Those miscreants who are muddaha, that is grossly foolish. Not ordinary fools, but absolutely grossly foolish. Then he says, these are the people are lowest among mankind. They are the lowest among mankind. Why? Because their knowledge is stolen by illusion. The knowledge is stolen by illusion. Who partake in the atheistic nature. Okay, atheistic nature. That means these people are always atheists. They say, where is God? Like Periyar. That one of the very famous Tamil Nadu atheists, Periyar. This kind of Karnanidhi, all these are atheists.
Andhra,
Okay?
Andhra.
Huh?
Periyar is from Andhra.
Yaar, Prabhu?
Periyar.
Oh, Periyar is Andhra, wa?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that. The Periyar, the Ramaswamy, right? You're talking about?
Yeah. Ivera.
Okay. All right. So that Periyar, all right? Periyar and talk about this South Indian, Karnanidhi, now the DMK, now the Stalin. All these are crazy.
Atheist, Prabhu.
Yeah. So these are the atheists. All right? And these would partake the atheistic nature. Atheistic nature of what? Demons. These people, what Krishna says? Do not surrender unto me. These people never surrender to me. So now let's look at this one by one. Here we are talking, soon in the future, we're going to talk about demoniac nature. We're going to say demon, asura. Who is that asura means? What does asura means? Okay, let's look at this. Asura means, because you need to know, because in the future, when we discuss, you'll be able to recall it. Number one, who is the person who do not surrender to me? I just make it even thicker. All right. Who do not surrender unto me? Who do not surrender unto me? The demons. The demons do not surrender unto me. Who is the demon? The one who in atheistic nature. The one who are in atheistic nature. I mean, those who are always atheists, who don't believe in God or good, these are the people are demons. They can be born as a great person. They can be born in a dynasty, DMK. They can be whatever. But they are called the demon. All right. And who is the demon? Who is the demon who partake atheistic nature? What is the next nature? These people are under illusion. Their knowledge is stolen by illusion. When the knowledge is stolen by illusion, what happened to them? These are the people who are lowest among mankind. They are the lowest among mankind, not the person who are born in a low birth or outcast. These are the demoniac atheists. These are the lowest among mankind. Why? Because these fellows are grossly foolish. Not ordinary fool. Supreme fool. Grossly foolish. All right? And what is their nature? They are miscreants. Duskritino. So now, Vijaya Prema, right? The day I spoke to you. Who's that? Vijaya Prema. Yes or not? That's one Mataji name, Vijaya Prema. Are you there? Sorry, Vrinda Priya. Vrinda Priya. Are you the one that day I told you how to study left to right, right to left?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Now you understand?
Yes, yes.
So now, first we understand, we read, okay, now these are the miscreants who are grossly foolish, who are the lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, who has partake in the nature of demons, nature aesthetic, who is demon, and these are the people do not surrender to Krishna. All right? Now, how are you going to study backward? Those who don't surrender to me, the demons do not surrender. Who are the demons? These are the fellows who go into this atheistic nature like Periyar and all this, what they call Ambedkar and what they call this fellow, what do you call? Karnanidhi, Stalin, all these kind of crazy guys. Okay, partake the atheistic nature. Why? Because the knowledge has been stolen. Why the knowledge is stolen? Because these are the people are in lowest among mankind. Why they are lowest among mankind? Because they are grossly foolish. Why they are grossly foolish? Because they are miscreants. You got it, Mataji? So if you're going to study left to right, right to left, you will get it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sometimes, yeah, I'll go ahead. Sometimes I supposed to like go slow, you know. Of course, some of you are starting for a new one, but anyway, I'm inspired. All right. So these are the people never surrender to Krishna. These are some of the great atheists you see, right? Like this guy. What Stephen Hawking is, right? There is no there was a joke about him, right? There's no God. All right, and something, and the God says there's no Stephen. I can't recall the joke. Okay, anyway, so I hope you get it. All right. Okay, then Krishna is telling in 7:15. Okay, now in 7:16, but then Krishna is telling who are the people? Who? What people? The one who are Chaturvida, the 4 types of people. Chatur. There are 4 types of people who are fortunate. Chaturvidya bhajante. Bhajante mang. The one who's worship and surrender to me. Mam means me. Chaturvidya, 4 type. Bhajante mam. Jana sukrtino Arjuna. Artha jiknasur artharti. Jnani cha Bharadar Sabha. So now what Krishna is saying? Now he's mentioning here, who are the 4 types of people? Oh, the best among the Bharatas. Okay. There are 4 kinds of people who are pious men. Okay, there are 4 kinds of people who are very pious. And they begin to render devotional service unto me. All right, they will start to render devotional service unto me. And who are they? The distressed, the desirer for wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for knowledge of the absolute. So what are the 4 people? I think yesterday, Jay Ganesh asked a question. Is it okay we pray to Krishna for wealth? Yes. Why not? Right? That's what Krishna says here, right? That means who are the people who begin to render service, devotional service unto me? The distressed, those who are very frustrated in life, those who want some wealth, those who are inquisitive. Actually, what is happening? They want to find out. And those who are searching for knowledge of the absolute. I want to know the truth. These are the 4 fortunate people who are basically surrenders to Krishna. Okay. Now, in 18, right? 18, what happened? Udara sarva evaite jnani tvatmaiva me matam astita sahi yuktatma mam eva nuttamam gatim. Eva nuttamam gatim. Now, what Krishna is saying here is nice. He said, all these devotees are undoubtedly magnanimous soul. Okay. But he who is situated in knowledge of me. All right. So first he's saying, all these devotees are magnanimous soul. Yes, they are all magnanimous. That means they all are great souls. Okay, all these 4 people, they're great souls, not ordinary. But he who is situated in knowledge of me, that means who got a knowledge of Krishna, he says, I consider to be just like my own self. Then he says, being engaged in my transcendental service, he is sure to attain me. He definitely will come to me. And attaining me is what? The highest and most perfect goal. All right? The highest and the most perfect goal is to go back home, back to Godhead. How are we going to go back? This is how we'll be taken. Right? So once upon leaving the body, we will take the form, assume in the form of the Lord. This is called the Garuda Airlines. Garuda Airlines. Garuda Airlines is no Garuda, the carrier of Lord Vishnu, Garuda. And these two people are called Vishnu Dutas. When they usher the devotee back home, back to Godhead, the devotee will get this kind of spiritual body, will be taken with so much of respect, will be put in this Garuda Airlines or Garuda Vahana, and they'll be blowing a conch shell, and they'll fly you back home, back to Godhead, that you'll never come back. But if Sila Haribulan, if we are caught by Yamaduta, what will happen? Yamadutas will come like a cowboy, right? Have you seen cowboy? Huh? They'll come like a cowboy with the rope, and they catch and they pull. Okay, like the cowboy, the noose. They throw the noose and catch. So they pull the soul out. After they pull the soul out, what will happen? Then they will be Yamadutas will be dragging the soul. Right? It's all mentioned in how they call in Garuda Purana. Okay, so they'll be dragging the soul. Anyway, so it's not going to be a very comfortable situation. Okay, so now Krishna says, so that means, but those who are situated in knowledge of me. So Krishna says, get to know me. That's why we must listen to Harikatha or study the Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, you'll understand the intention of Krishna. You will understand what Krishna. So by just simply keeping Bhagavad Gita and make Bhagavad Gita as your lifestyle, things can be perfect. All right. Now, any questions so far? Why today so quiet? Oh, now it's only 8:30. Okay. Right. Now, so therefore, this is the yoga ladder that Krishna suggests, right? So, okay, just give me a second. I move all these things. Right? The yoga means what? The process of linking oneself with the Supreme is called yoga. All right. So now what is that yoga that Krishna, where is it? Okay. Right. So what is that yoga steps? Okay. Number one, first we start with Karma Yoga. All right. Karma Yoga. So that means lead principle life, renounce result one's work. So that means you lead a principle life. You don't live whimsically. Now I got a principle. All right. And renounce the result. That means that get the result, I do this thing. Then after Karma Yoga, then you go to the next step. Okay, you go to the next step, we call as Jnana Yoga. All right, Jnana Yoga. What Jnana Yoga? You start to meditate on Brahman. Okay. Then after that, the next step is go to Astanga Yoga. So the next step is Astanga Yoga. What Astanga? That means you meditate upon the super soul. Then at last is called Bhakti Yoga. What is Bhakti Yoga? Very simple. Serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Simple as that. But now, what he says, Krishna says, delineate number of yoga system, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. So one may compare the yoga system as a step ladder. Now, Bhakti Yoga system, okay, the Bhakti Yoga system is that the Gita recommends above all others. It is very simple, pure, and easy to perform. One can begin simply by chanting Hare Krishna. When you chant Hare Krishna, from Karma Yoga, you jump straight to Bhakti Yoga. You straight to Bhakti Yoga. You do not need to go through Jnana Yoga, do not need to go through Astanga Yoga. But once you go there, let me say, oh, I'm missing something. No worries. All these consider you have known. Okay, we'll study that in Gita as we go on. Okay, now, right? But then he said, then after that, Krishna says in 19, Bahunam Janmanam Ante, very important verse. Please try to memorize this verse. Bahunam Janmanam Ante, Jnanavan Mang Prapatyate, Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. What Krishna says here? After many birth and death. How many birth and death? After many birth and death. All right. He who is actually in knowledge. All right? Because that's why he said we must have the understanding, we must have that knowledge. Who have the knowledge. What does he do? What does he do? We have the knowledge. He surrenders unto me. Krishna says, Bahunam Janmanam Ante. Bahunam Janmanam Janma Janmama. Jnanavan Mam Prapatyate. Jnana. That means knowledge. The one who got real proper knowledge. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. All right. So now, surrenders unto me. Why? Because why he surrenders? Knowing me to be the cause of all causes. Knowing me the cause of all causes. And all that is. Okay. Then Krishna says, such a soul, such a great soul is very rare. Right? Sa Mahatma. What is Mahatma means? Mahatma. Or they call a great soul. So, after many birth and death, he who actually in knowledge, the one who are really intelligent, got actual knowledge, surrenders unto me. All right? Why? Because he knows Krishna to be the cause of all causes. In a Brahma Samhita, chapter 5, text 1, Lord Brahma sings this song. Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchit Ananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. Sarva Karanathika Karanam. So he knows, knowing me the cause of all causes, and such a great soul. So this kind of great soul is very rare. Right? It's very rare. So to surrender to Krishna is something which is very rare thing to happen. Okay? And then after that in 23. Right? What is 23? Krishna says. Then after that he follows, he said, Antavattu palam tesham tat bhavatya alpa medasam devan devo yajo yanti mat bhakta yanti mam api. So now the few words that we have to look here. Wait, what happened? Okay. There's a few things that we have to pay attention to this. What is it? Antavattu palam tesham. Palam means expecting some material desire. Tad bhavati alpa medasham. Alpa medasham means what? All right. Do any one of you got a Bhagavad Gita? Can you tell me the translation? Alpa medasam. What does that mean?
Alpha
723.
medicine for those of small intelligence.
Small intelligence. All right. Any one of you got a Tamil Bhagavad Gita?
Not at the moment.
Okay, 723. All right. Attava 2. All right. Sitru arivu. Udayor. Sitru arivu. Small intelligence. But, so sitru arivu. Okay, now, let's see in a proper way. All right. Let's look at this. What is alpa means? You know, in Tamil, we call it alpa dhanama nadukure. Right? Alpa, what they say in Tamil?
Very low.
Alpana? Enada alpa dhanama nadukure. Why acting so cheap? Correct? Very low. Seriya? Correct? Medasam means Medavi. Alpa Medavi. Medavi nanadu? Intelligent. Alright? Alpa Medavi. Medasam means intelligent. So, Alpa Medai. In Tamil, we call Alpa Medai. That means very less intelligent. So, what is Antavattu Palam Tesham? Tad Bhavati Alpa Medasam. Devan Deva Yajo Yanti. Mat Bhakta Yanti Mam Api. So, Devan Deva Yajo Yanti. What Krishna says here, men of small intelligence, they worship the Devas. Right? When they worship the Devas, what happened? Their fruits are limited and temporary. How is that possible? Example, when Hiranyakasipu was meditating upon Lord Brahma, and Lord Brahma gave benediction. But because of that benediction, Hiranyakasipu started to terrorize. But eventually, his benediction is not fulfilling. Right? That means the benediction, it is not what they call it is not complete, in other words. Okay? They say, men of small intelligence worship the devas, and their fruit are limited and temporary. But those who worship the devas go to the planet of the devas. If you worship Lord Brahma, you go to Satyaloka. Those who worship the Devargal, you will go to the planet of the devas. Because that planet of devas still under this material universe. 33 kodi Devargal all stay, or 33 million devatas, they are still under the material plane. Right? We will discuss that as we go on. But Krishna says what? Mad Bhakta Yanti Mamapi. Yat Mad Bhakta. Mad means me. Bhakta. Those who become my devotee. But my devotees, Krishna says, ultimately reach my supreme planet. Because once you achieve that supreme planet, you will never return. All right? Do any one of you got a question on this? It is a very important understanding. Sometimes people ask, why? Why you only worship Krishna? Why? Why don't you worship any other form of God? You know, there's so many devas, there's a lot of temples and everything. Why only Krishna? So now you understand, we are not speculating, we are simply following Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita says this. And if you think that we are speculating, let's look at the word by word translation. That's why Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita is perfect, because he gives the actual translation. And sometimes when we have a little Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, or whatever background, you can see the word Alpamedam, Deva Devan Yajo Yanti. Right? Then Mad Bhakta Yanti Mama. Very straightforward. But sometimes you see some other books, there is so much of speculation. Like sometimes, you know what is the biggest speculation? Everything is one. That is the most wrong understanding. Sometimes they say, oh, I'm a Hindu, I'm Sanatan Dharma, everything is one. Like once I was watching this one joker talking to Zakir Naik. You know the Zakir Naik? He was talking about all nonsense thing. You know, one guy went and told, okay, yes, brother, how can I help you, brother? And he says, you know, I am a Hindu. I said, yes, brother, yes, what do you want to know? You know what? I am a god. So what? I am God. Yes, brother. You're telling you're God? Yes, I am God. The Hindu says, everybody's God. You God, I God, everybody's God. Come on. We don't have that kind of low standard philosophy. This is called Alpamedai. Right? Thinking everything's God. Like once when I was around 18, 19 years old, I went to one gathering. I don't want to mention the name. Suddenly they said, Terima, do you know that we are all God? You are God, I am God, everything's God. When I heard that, I became so agitated. I asked, yes, sir, but you are God, but why you're so unfortunate? What? Why I'm so unfortunate? See, I see you got a very big belly. You're talking, you're panting some more. Huh? Oh, no. Then I said, why people are suffering? Because they don't realize they are God. Oh, really? Then how about dog? How about cat? Everything is God. Then the cow, goat, yeah, everything is God. But why you eat that goat? You take the God goat, you eat the God chicken, you eat the God mutton, God beef. Oh, that is this kind of nonsense. We are not criticizing. I want you to think and tell me whether I make sense or not. Because here we are only presenting. I am proposing. You have the right to accept or reject. But it's my duty to propose and to present to you Bhagavad Gita as it is, without any shortcut, any trimming, anything according to the flavor of the reader. Because I have to speak the truth as how, because that's what is Parampara system is all about. When we come under the Parampara system, I have to deliver exactly what I heard from my spiritual master and what I heard from my Param Guru, Srila Prabhupada, and Bhakti, and all the Parampara. What they say, I have to do. But of course, in a very nice, pleasing way. Right? So, but we are not trying to be fanatic. People say, Hare Krishna followers are very fanatic. Come on, we are the most happy people. You know, can you imagine? What is it to be fanatic is all about? Go Hitler, whatever you want to do, no? But let me tell you, there is no, God is not equal. Hariyam Shivanam Onnu, Ariyadavan Vaila Manni. You know, this kind of terms. Hari, Lord Shiva and Lord Krishna is equal. No, they cannot be equal. Right? Kaladayum Kudurayum one. How can that be equal? Everything is one. How can that everything can be one? You and I are not one. Each of us are all individual living entities. How can we be one? There's no such thing. We are all one. We are all individual living entity. And each of us all have our individual character, individual way of doing things. So nothing is one. Everything is there according to the place, time, place, and circumstances. And it's a deep studies, right? And we are not saying, oh, this, no, we are not trying to do that. But we must remember, we are not God and they are not equal. And we are not equal. Nobody is equal. Everyone is an individual spirit soul. And each of us have an individual commitment. We all have an individual character. We all have an individual behavior in this planet. And even we go to any other heavenly planet, or even we go back to Kailash, we go back to Goloka, we still remain individual. We don't merge into light. We don't merge into something. All right? We don't go and disappear. All right? We are all like that. So that's the thing we should remember in Bhagavad Gita. Right? Any questions so far? Okay, there's some messages here I saw. Shobha. Okay, what she says. Is this verse related to the one person only who understands Krishna to reach a supreme planet? All right. This person referred to the person who understands Krishna. The person who understands Krishna. Not that only person. Yes, correct. What you say is correct. Right? So say like, for instance, Shobha. Suddenly you feel like, okay, you start to study about Krishna. You start to understand his spirit, his matter, everything. You start to get to know about him. All right? You will be the entitled person to go back. You understand what I mean? All right? So that's why he says a confidential part, because from chapter 7 onwards is confidential part of the knowledge. Okay? You got it? Shobha. All right. So now, I've answered you.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. So that's the thing. So ultimately reach my planet. Okay. Now, okay, let me see. Then in 20, all right, example like this. So the Lord gives what is good for us. All right, example, say like a child got asthma, they're going to ask the father, Dad, give me, I want to buy ice cream. Father say, cannot, you got asthma. But after that, the boy goes to the uncle and asks, Uncle, can you buy for me ice cream? I said, never mind, why one? I give you 3. Right? Because the uncle doesn't know what's your need. Then after that, you suffer, you fall sick, and you're admitted in the hospital. Example. This is an example. So the father knows what to give you, but the uncle is so favorable, give you more than you require. And end of the day, you suffer. So that's the thing. So the Supreme Personality is your God. I mean, it's your father. And the other devatas is like your uncles. They will fulfill your desire. But eventually, you will suffer with that desire. Okay? 725. All right? Then after that, Krishna says, first he said this thing. Then after that, the fools say. Now let's look at the 25. What Krishna says here? Krishna says here, Nahang. Okay? Nahang prakasha sarvasya yoga maya samavrta mudoyam nabijanati lokoyam ajam avyayam mudoyam nabijanati. All right? Just make it a bit thicker. All right? Okay, now what Krishna says? He says, Naham. Naham is no, I don't. Prakasha sarvasya yoga maya samavrta muddo. That means muttal kitta yam mudoyam nabijanati lokomam jaya. I never manifest to the foolish, Krishna says. That's why when Krishna came in the human form, for what? So that he can give darshan to the devotees. At the same time, he can stay away from the fools. The fools will start to think, this is another human being. Okay, only the devotees can recognize the foolish distinct. So I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. Okay, so Naham, okay, yoga maya mudoyam nabijanant. That means I don't manifest in front of fools and unintelligent. For them, I am covered by my internal potency. Is covered by internal potency. What is that? Yoga maya. What is yoga maya? We will discuss that. First is yoga maya, and second, there's a term called maha maya. Okay, there's another in universal creation, there's yoga maya and maha maya. Right? Maha maya, that's the one that we are under the spell. Okay, yoga maya is Krishna's internal energy. It's going to be very interesting if you follow all my classes. All right. After this, starting from March, I'm going to start Srimad Bhagavatam detailed studies. All right. Each and every word. And scientifically, we're going to study Srimad Bhagavatam once and for all. It's going to take something like 3 years. From Canto 1, first page, Canto 12, last page. Each and every sentence in detailed discussion. Those who are interested, you can send me a message. I will get you in. All right. So now, I am covered by my internal potency. All right. And therefore, they do not know that I am unborn and infallible. All right. They do not know. That means, okay, what is the internal potency? Means the yoga maya. So the yoga maya is actually Krishna's secretary. Okay. He's the one that creates an opportunity for, okay, say like for instance, like an event manager. Okay, when Anua wants to come, he got the secretary to go and set up the things. Okay, now, okay, Anua comes. Okay, example like Sultan, right? Once I heard that Sultan was coming to one university. My brother-in-law was in charge, and he said the details were so much. He want a particular color, particular this, particular that. So he comes, he must have a yellow line, he must have a yellow seat. In fact, they have to modify the toilet according to the royal flavor. Can you imagine the toilet in the royal flavor? Okay, with due respect, I'm not saying anything criticizing or what. I'm just saying when the king comes, he has his flavor. So his secretary will go and do it. Similarly, Yoga Maya is Krishna's secretary. All right. So what he does when he come here, the Yoga Maya, what she does, he shows him to the devotees and blind the non-devotees. You got it? It's a very deep study, 725. All right? Yes, someone is asking question. I'm excited. Oh, Shobha again. There are many stories of Asura who go against Krishna, and Krishna personally ends them. Cause Krishna manifests to them so that these creations are not... Cause Krishna manifests to them. So these creations are not foolish creation.
Sorry,
What is it?
Prabhuji, my typing was very
No,
bad.
Mataji, what do you do? Very simple. We please unmute and talk. Much easier. Yeah.
Sorry. So the first line says, I never manifest to the foolish. And
Okay.
we have so many stories of Krishna
Okay.
existing, like the Hiranyakashipu example. So
Right.
to anyone and any story that we know that he exists and he personally ended them, it means he manifests to them, although they were against, but they are not foolish and unintelligent. So we
Understand.
never got to see so.
Yeah. Okay. Now let me tell you, this is out of topic a bit from from Bhagavad Gita, but for everyone's relishment, let me tell you, whoever comes to Krishna, all his pastimes, even to become, okay, like for instance, what they call the enemies of Krishna, like Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakasipu, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, right, Shishupal, Kansa, and Dandavatra, something. Okay, who are they actually? They are the greatest enemy of Krishna, and Krishna killed them. And Ramachandra killed them. And Hiranyakasipu and Mahavaraha killed them, right? Actually, who are they? So what Mataji is asking, what happened in the Asuras? So the Asuras are coming and Krishna killed them. But here it says, I do not show myself to these foolish people. So who are these Asuras? That's correct? Correct your question, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
All right, great.
Sorry,
So
I was
now,
unmuting myself.
yeah, these two demoniac personality is none other than Jaya Vijaya, the gatekeeper of Vaikuntha. Mataji, where are you from? Shobha?
Kajang.
Huh?
Kajang.
Kajang. Okay, you know there's a what they call Ranganath temple near you, right?
Yes.
All right. When you go to the Murti of Ranganath, you know the Ranganath, you know that temple, that Ranganath, there'll be two persons standing in front. Yes.
Yes.
When you see the inside, you got Ranganath deity sleeping. Outside there'll be a two person standing like a guard.
Yes.
So they are Jaya and Vijaya. Okay.
Okay.
So Jaya and Vijaya is the Vaikunda watchman, guard. Okay. So these four boys, Kumaras, the sons of Brahma, were coming there. They want to enter, they don't allow. So when they don't allow, what happened? They get angry, they curse this Jaya and Vijaya. I curse both of you to go to material world. So cursing a person to go to material world is a terrible curse. We feel very comfortable staying in material world, but actually it's a cursed place. Anyway, I don't go into that. So he says, I curse both of you, go and born in this material for 7 generations, for this thing. And they got a shock. Then Lord Narayana will be thinking, what's happening out there? And he came out, he said, what's the commotion here? What happened? And that 4 boys saw Lord Narayana, they surrender. Oh, Lord Narayana, they get so fascinated. Then after that, okay, come straight forward. Now what happened? He tells, okay, I'm so sorry for cursing you, but the word of Brahmana has to go true, right? I give you option. You born 7 generation as the pure devotee of the Lord, or you born 3 generation as an enemy of the Lord. Which one you want? He said 3 birth, come back. 7 birth, long duration. Okay, I take the 3 birth. So the 3 birth is the one that comes to fight with Krishna as an enemy of Krishna. All right? Or in other words, these 2 guys, they were standing there and being a watchman. They had a little desire because they are Kshatriyas, they are warriors, right? How nice if I can do wrestling with the Lord. They feel like having wrestling. You know, wrestling panna eppadi irukum. Just this little desire. And Krishna fulfilled the desire and they came and all the pastimes happened. So all these asuras, that means all the demoniac people, the story that we hear, they are all not ordinary souls. You got it, Mataji? Shobha, you
Yes,
understand?
Prabhuji. But there are also other demonic characters like
Like?
Krishna Avatar, all those that he killed while he was in Gokul.
Yeah, correct.
Or he
All
went,
these
those.
devotees who come and have their pastimes, the
Oh,
manifestation of pastimes.
okay.
But here in Bhagavad Gita, here is mentioning about the Kali Yuga Vasis who are demoniac is the people who are atheistic by nature. But
Okay.
of course, Hiranyakasipu also showed that atheism. How he show atheism? He drinks wine, he eats meat, he have a lot of illicit affairs, like Ravana. You know, we study Ramayana, you know Ravana. Okay, he loves to drink wine, he loves to eat meat, then he got a lot of girlfriends. Mandara is the principal, but he got so many wives, but he was thinking he's so handsome, all the ladies will fall at him, but why Sita is not falling for me? You know? So that's the thing. So these are all the demonic natures, okay? But here what Krishna says, I do not manifest to the foolish and unintelligent, means the people who are absolutely foolish, who are atheistic nature. Right? And I just want to find out, Shobha Mataji, are you a new person studying this, or are you studied that? Do you have any experience studying Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, or something like that?
I've attended the previous Gita Gyan with
Okay.
Kasturi Mataji.
Who?
Kasturi Mataji.
Oh, Kasturi. Oh, right. Okay, now, have you read Bhagavatam? Not yet, eh?
Attended, just listen to videos on, but it's not structured. It's just whichever that's the.
Do you have a Srimad Bhagavatam with you?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, go to chapter Canto 5.
I don't have it now.
Not now. Relax. Now, so I'm just mentioning, go to Canto 5, the story of Pragalad and Hiranyakasipu. All right?
Okay.
In that one, after the older brother will get killed, Hiranyaksha get killed, Hiranyakasipu will be pacifying the family members. Who? Hiranyaksha, the elder brother, got killed by Mahavaraha. the younger brother Hiranyakasipu or the father of Prahlad, what do you do? He will pacify the family. Don't worry. When people born, they die. It's the will by the Supreme Person, the Supreme Lord. It's very shocking. He hates Vishnu, all right? But there he'll be praising Vishnu in pacifying. So now there's a lot of hidden meanings there. There's a lot of deep meaning there. Okay? So that's different. Okay. Anyway.
Prabhu,
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prahlad's story is Canto 7. I think it's Canto 7.
Oh, okay. No, not Prahlad story. Hiranyaksha. Hiranyakasipu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Actually, I'm at the first canto. I didn't go up to the fifth canto. I just want to know that the story that Pranath and Hiranyakashipu, in which text of Veda? Canto 5?
No, not Canto 5. I think it's Canto 7. Yes, Mataji. He
Yeah.
said Canto 7.
Which text is it?
6, 7. It's 7, Canto 7, 6, 7, Mataji, I think. Because I went through that subject.
Yeah. Canto 5 lah, nadi? Canto 5 I'm just... All right. Canto 7. What do you do, Mataji? Go to Canto 7, open the front, the table, you see which one.
Oh, okay.
You look at the front, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Canto 5 lah, nadi? All right. Anyway, okay. Thank you, Mataji, for enlightening. Mangala Rukmani. All right. Thank you. Right. So now we understand that I am uncovered by introvert. Therefore, they do not know I am unborn and infant. So they try to control, they cover themselves because he only want to present himself to the devotees, and to the non-devotees, they feel that this is, they don't know that he's unborn and infallible. That's why, like, end of the day, Krishna also have to cover up his pastime, like he died, all these kind of things. Okay. Okay, just give me a second. How come I didn't? All right, anyway, okay, I'll check on it. Okay, now. Okay, 725. Now 728, what Krishna says. Esam tvanta gatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam dhrida vrata. He says, person who have acted piously in previous life. Esam anta gatam papam. Papa means all the sins. Jananam punya karmanam. Punya karma. Person who have acted piously in previous life. And in this life, and whose sinful reaction are completely eradicated. All right. Jananam punya karma. Okay. Completely eradicated. All the bad karma, right? These are the people who are freed from dualities of delusion. Dvanda. Dva means two. Dvandva moha. Moha means illusion. Delusion. Moha. Nirmukta. Okay. So that means these are the people who are freed from dualities of delusion. Okay. And what they do? Bhajante mam vrida vrata. Bhajante. Bhajante means worship, prayer. Mam means me. So what they'll do, they engage themselves in my service with determination. If at all, if you think that you are, or you are planning, or you are on your way, or you want to try out to practice the sadhana bhakti or devotional service very seriously, we should understand these could be the possibilities that's happening on you. Person who have acted piously in previous life. That means you have to act very pious in your previous life, and in this life, looks like your sinful reaction is completely eradicated. They are freed from dualities of delusion, and they engage themselves in my service with determination. 30. Sadi bhutadi daivam mang sadi yaknam sa ye viduhu prayana kale picha mang te vidur yukta chetasa. Then Krishna complete this chapter by saying this: those in full consciousness of me, right? Those who are in full consciousness in me, that means you're conscious, they realize him, who know me as the Supreme Lord. Sadi bhuta adi daivam. Adi daivam, right? So that means those who knows me as the Supreme Lord. All right. And also Sadi Yaknam. All right. That means those who, to be the governing principle of the material manifestation. The governing principle of the material manifestation. Of what? Prayani, okay? Sarva, okay? Okay. Now, of the demigods and all the methods of sacrifice. All right? All the method of sacrifice can understand and know me. They can understand and know me as what? As the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even at the time of death. Because that is our final exam. Okay? Why we should know him at the time of death? We will discuss as we go on. Okay? That's another reason why that. Okay? So, so this is the very straightforward 7:30. With that, please take the RDC commitment. It's very beautiful. Life in Sadhan Bhakti, in devotional service is very beautiful. You are just going to be the same person. You do not turn into a mumbo jumbo. You do not need to like dress differently. You go to, people think, oh, I become Hare Krishna. Oh, I convert. Nobody converts to Hare Krishna. That is your natural constitutional position. Your natural constitutional position is to be happy. Now you understand, I am a spirit soul. By nature, I am a happy entity, but I am stuck in this material body and I go through so much of conditioning, and through the conditioning, I'm suffering. Actually, the suffering that we are suffering actually is not a suffering at all. It is only the manifestation of our mind expressed through the ego and empowered by the intelligence. So this is only thing that confusing us. So simply taking up this RDC formula. In order to do RDC formula, you do not need to follow any rules at all. Okay. Or do I need to be a vegetarian? Forget it lah. Just go ahead and eat whatever you want. Should I stop drinking alcohol? Just go ahead and enjoy Yam Sing. No problem. Go ahead. Or do I need to I still like to go to KTM, Mapiu, Kuda, Tekan, Nombo. Go and Tekan as much as you like. No problem. Go ahead. Huh? Or should I sometimes, I feel like, go ahead, just do whatever you want. Don't care. But just apply RDC formula. Even you apply it carelessly, even careless application, still you start to see how your life will be transformed. Unbelievable. Read Bhagavad Gita daily. Please distribute Bhagavad Gita. Write down, maybe today or tomorrow's morning, Saturday, I believe all of you are free. Write down 10 people that you think you want to give a Bhagavad Gita as a gift. This is the best seva or the best favor you can do to someone. Right? The 10 people. In our group, we got around 100 people. Or at least here, we got 30 people are coming for this talk. And I'm not sure how many of you are listening online. If each of you can commit 10 books, you are going to make a tsunami revolution. People will appreciate. All right? So, distribute Bhagavad Gita. Then chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. This combination of 16 words creates magic. All right? Experience the magic and definitely please tell me how it feels. Definitely, I would like to hear from you. All right? With that, thank you. We open for questions. Is there any questions or any comment?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
Yes. Who's that, Prabhu? Oh, Rukminipati Prabhu. Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhu. So nice. Today, Mangala Rukmini Mataji didn't on your camera. Right? And Purna Rukmini Mataji. Oh, thank God you are with the camera. Okay. Your smile is so Mangalam. You and Purna Rupini Mataji, both your smiles are so Mangalam. Make me so excited.
Thank
Today,
you,
when I don't see
Prabhu.
your smile, I feel like something is not something. I say, oh my God, I'm talking to myself. Okay, there's a question here. Prabhuji, can please explain difference ego and false ego? Ego and false ego. See, ego means identification. All right, identification. That means what? All right, say like I am this, I am a man, I am a human, I am an Indian. Say you born in certain caste, like myself, I born in Chettiar caste, so I am Chettiar. My grandfather was a millionaire. I am this, I am that. This is called ego. All right. This is called false ego, false identification. So I'm identifying myself in a false way. You got it? Ahankar. But what is the real ego? So, okay, then false ego means I am wrongly identifying myself according to my birth, according to my caste, according to my nationality, according to my family. There's a wrong identification. But what is real identification? Right? What is my constitutional position? Who am I? I am a spirit soul. And I am spirit soul. How am I related to the Supreme Spirit? I mean, I am Jivatma. How am I related with Paramatma? So what is my duty as a human being? When I born in human being, after how long I got this opportunity? So when you start to understand, that's called real ego. You got it, Mataji? Shobha Mataji?
Is all ego false ego then?
That's only two. Real ego, false ego. That's it. Yes? You got it?
Oh, sorry. What is real ego then?
Yeah, that's the thing I said, that what's your constitutional position,
Okay.
relationship with God. That means identifying your true self.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Prabhuji.
That's real. But the false ego, wrong identification. That means we identify with our body. Okay, this is my wife. Why my wife? Because my bodily relationship. This is my children. Why? That's my bodily relationship. This is my child. All right. I'm an Indian because I got a brown body, born as an Indian. And where? I born in Malaysia. So therefore I'm a Malaysian. You know? So this is called false identification. They call false ego.
Okay.
You got it?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mati. Please ask a lot of questions. The more you ask, the more one person asks, everyone benefits. Just like how Arjuna asked the question to Krishna, the whole world is benefiting until today for the last 5,000 years. All right. Okay. Any other questions?
Prabhu.
Yes,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Just want to rectify, confirm whether is it because of the false ego, then we can try to lord over the material nature.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
No, because we have a false identity. That's why we want to rule over the material nature. You know? Because I want to work hard. I want to make so much of money. I get some money, I invest in one business. And that business start to flourish. I open another business. I open a chain. Like that, I open many chains. All right. So if I open 100 chain, so if one chain, I open 100 branches, a chain of business, just like say like Speedmart 99. It's a very intelligent way of doing it, fantastic way, because I used to do like that. So anyway, what I'm trying to tell, one chain, he earns net profit 1,000 ringgit. Possible, right, Prabhu? Where is he? Chong Fukwing Prabhu. Chaitanya Dayadas.
Yes, understand.
In this kind of shop, at least 1,000 they can make, correct? Net profit. Imagine I got 100 shops. So one day I earn 100,000. So 30 days, I get 3 million. You know? What happened 365 days? Wow. You know? So what I do? Okay, now I got the money. I invest in something else. Then I want to invest in this. Okay, now I've done this. Okay, now what should I do? Now I start to bring my own brand. So I create chili sauce, my own brand. PTJ chili sauce. Then very good business. Then the thing pick up. Then I open my PTJ rice. PTJ Padita Tarna Jagarat, my name. PTJ rice. Then I start to do PTJ tissues. You know, like what they call this EconSafe. What they call EconSafe and all these companies, they start to produce their own branding. They say, okay, your manufacturer, right? Just put on my brand and give it to me. Put my brand. So what happened? They start to manipulate. That means they go there. And after that, they want to go to overseas and business. Then they go into construction business. Then they build the empire. Then they say, so they are so busy manipulating the material nature. All right? Like the sugar king, what is his name? Robert Koch. I was reading about him this morning. So rich. Filthy rich. And in Ipoh, he's creating another Sunway city. Destroying the entire beautiful row of place. They call a place called Tambun. Beautiful place. Right? And now you see Asia's largest mall. They got a Sunway hospital. They got a Sunway lagoon. The place became totally crazy. So people from enjoying nature, now they're going to enjoy artificial nature. This is called exploiting. So why there's exploitation? Because I am a rich man, I'm a millionaire, I am bringing success, I'm developing, I'm bringing job opportunity, I'm creating jobs, I'm this kind of wrong identification. You got it, Prabhu?
Yes, thank you, Prabhu. Clear.
So, false ego, very hard to give up. Very, very hard to give up. Without the mercy of spiritual master, no way we can give up the false ego. The most toughest part, you know. That's the last part of the outer in the universe. There's many layers. The 8th layer, the outer layer is the false ego. And the presiding deity is Kala Bhairavan. No way you can break it. Very hard to break. Okay, anyway. Any other questions so far? Helena Nachimutu. Are you there?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes. You are on your way to Bukit, KL, or you are here in Ipoh?
Yeah, I'm on the train now.
Oh, you're on the train. Okay. Right. Okay. So, no questions. Now it's 9:11, 9:11. All right. If there's no question, we end the session here. Thank you so much for your wonderful time. I hope that you have learned something new today. And of course, I have tried my best to present to my best knowledge. And I hope it's benefiting you. Okay. I hope that, by seeing that the enthusiasm of people are average 30 people are attending every single day, it looks like you have the sukrit, you have the taste to understand Bhagavad Gita. And tomorrow, chapter 8 is going to be another from 7 onwards, every chapter is nectarian. It's so nectarian. You feel so happy listening and studying this chapter. Beautiful chapters, right? So, meet again tomorrow, Saturday at same time, right? 7:15. Till then, have a nice day. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhu Bevacha, Paritanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Have a
Krishna, Prabhu.
nice
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank
Hare
you.
Prabhu.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Welcome.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Take care. Welcome. Go Ranga.